Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 17th, presented by Mercury. Today is the city tournament, the Gadsden City Tournament at Coosa Landing, the Super Tournament. But while that's going on, we've touched bases with Justin Elliott for Weiss Lake and Neely Henry. We've also talked to him about Logan Martin and Lay Lake. And then, of course, we caught up with Tom Mott for Guntersville. So stay tuned. We'll help you catch a few more fish on your body of water. Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 17th, presented by Mercury. It's been pretty good weather these days, and I know that them fish are starting to chew. So, Tom Ott, tell us what's going on up there at the big lake at Guntersville.
Man, Dan, we're just out here getting a suntan today. You know, that's about all we're catching is some rays. But, no, for real, it's like we talked last week, you know, the weather's beautiful, the water temperature's right, the bass are doing their thing. We've seen a lot up here shallow right now. Not really locked on a bed, you know. So, but they're awful aggressive. So, I mean, just to give you an idea what we're throwing here, we're doing a little wacky rigging. Definitely like to throw that small swim bait, catching a lot of fish on that. And this has been my go-to here lately. It's been this little swim jig. It's just a B&M half-ounce swim jig. Just throwing it up as shallow as I can get. There's a lot of milfoil out on the lake right now, especially in these pockets. And I know that's something we haven't seen a lot of in the last few years, you know, the eelgrass, and we've heard all about that. But, we're getting up in these little shallow, hard bottom pockets, a lot of sand, a lot of clay, and just looking for swirls and ripping some lips, man. It's the time to be here.
Well, and I'm sure the crappie are up there spinning around up there looking too, and the crappie anglers are probably filling buckets full of those to make some nice dinners. But what kind of water temperatures are you seeing up there? Is the current flowing pretty good? What are you looking at? Is it mellowed out some?
You know, we spent a little time out on the river earlier today. The wind was blowing pretty stiff out of the northwest. I mean, as you can see, I'm in a cove now, but the wind was blowing. The current was moving pretty good watercolor. I mean, you could kind of, you're a Coosa guy, so, I mean, you equate it to a good Coosa stain up here right now. So it's clear with a stain to it, but it's perfect water color. We're throwing, I got Jennifer up here throwing a buzz bait. She picked up a few fish already. So, I mean, it's just it's heaven right now, guys. Loving it.
Well, as always, Tom, we appreciate your time. And, of course, we love our beautiful St. Jennifer up there on that back deck doing everything she can to put a fish in the boat. Thanks for spending time with us today, guys.
Hey, y'all have a good time. Be safe out there.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 17th, presented by Mercury. Hey, we're going to head on up to Weiss Lake and Neely Henry with Justin Elliott, and he's going to fill in a little bit for us down on the bottom end of the Coosa River today. Justin, what's going on these bodies of water up here, these top levels of the Coosa River?
Well, on the Weiss, we're starting to see the water level start to level out. You know, they've been high here for a little while. Water's starting to clean up, starting to level out, come back down to normal summer pool. Water's warming up quickly. As always, those Weiss Lake fish are up shallow. They never go deeper than about 8 inches, in my opinion. But they're up shallow. They're munching. You know, they're up there eating. They're on a mission. They're getting fat before they get locked on a bed and do their business.
Okay, so I know that the current's going to play a big role wherever you are, but it's starting to mellow out a little bit. But Neely Henry, what are you seeing at Neely Henry this time of the year?
The best thing that could happen to Neely right now is that they brought the water back up to full pool. You know, the lower end was almost dry there for about a month. They just brought it back up. Watercolor's perfect. Same type of thing. Those fish are a little bit late pushing up, but they're just now starting to push up. They're getting shallow. That dead grass that's on the bank, you can catch them really good out of it right now. Water temps are getting right there to where they need to be for those fish to start, making a home and doing the deed pretty much. It's about to get really good really quick, and then we're going to get into those. I would say in the next week or so, we're going to have our first really big push of spawning fish on Neely.
So that means spinnerbaits, square bills, bladed jigs, all kinds of stuff there. What about the crossing anglers, Weiss and Neely? What should they be doing?
I don't know so much about Weiss right now. I know that Lee's been catching a bunch of them trolling. I don't know how deep he's catching them. I know that on Neely, I know a lot of guys that are catching them really good off the bank. Rip wrap, 8 to 10 feet of water, 6 to 9 feet of water, that range. Dropping them in on them, catching really good numbers of really good quality fish.
Well, Justin, as always, man, we appreciate your insight and being a part of the Bucks Island team. Thanks for spending some time with us, and we'll talk to you again here about Logan and Lay. Well, thanks for sharing some information with us, Justin, on Weiss and Neely. Don't forget, Fish Fest, May 1st, pro seminars, raffles, food, fun. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a great day. Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 17th, presented by Mercury. Hey, we spent some time with Justin a little bit on the upper end of the Coosa River. Now we're going to talk about Logan, Martin, and Lay. I know there's been some really good fishing going on down there. Justin, tell us what's going on at Logan Martin right now.
Logan is typical Logan in the, mid to late spring. These fish are, the spots are out schooled up. You can catch them in a lot of really fun ways right now. You can catch them schooled up, catch them on a swim bait. Of course, I'm always going to try to catch them on top as much as I can. They've been eating a spook down there pretty good for a week or so now. Offshore stuff, points, bars, stuff like that, we've been catching them really good on. Seem to catch more of my better topwater fish that I've been chasing here lately, downriver, from say Town and Country to the dam. Those fish have really been eating, and they've really, really been active down that way. Had some pretty good success down there the past couple weeks doing that.
What about Lay Lake? I know Lay Lake can fish a little bit differently. There's a lot more stuff in the water there. Tell us what's going on at Lay.
So, Lay sets up a little bit different than every other lake on the Coosa chain. It's got a lot more grass. We got a few different kinds of grass in there, and the fish relate to it a lot more there. I hadn't been to Lay in a little bit, but if I had to go there tomorrow and put my money on the line, I'd pick up a swim jig, a spinnerbait, and a chatterbait, and I wouldn't put it down all day. And I would go shallow and stay shallow. And then eventually you're going to run into 4 or 5 of the right ones that are going to be up there shallow, getting ready to chew on something.
Is it the kind of bite that you would spend all day doing that, looking for a few good fish, or do you think you'd kind of target numbers? What kind of approach would you expect?
I would expect to go into the day getting 5 to 10 bites, and if I put 5 of them in the boat, they'd probably be the ones I'd be happy with at the end of the day right now.
Yeah, it seems like you're going to fish a tournament. You're going to fish a little bit differently, but a shaky head will still catch you a few fish. Throwing that swim jig around the grass, maybe catch a few there, maybe even a square bill to get a few numbers out there on those jetties and those current breaks still for spotted bass with a square bill. Well, Justin, man, as always, thanks for spending time with us here on our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report presented by Mercury. You go have some fun and send us some pictures.
Will do, Dano. Y'all have a good day.
Well, I know the bite at Logan and Lay has been interesting. Hey, don't forget, folks, Bucks Island Fish Fest, May 1st, food, fun, raffle prizes, everything's free. Come see us, enjoy the time, fellowship, and fun. It's always a great thing to do. Bucks Island Fish Fest, May 1. That'll do it for our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 17th, presented by Mercury. Don't forget, like and subscribe to our social media channels. That way you'll be notified when anything goes live. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, we're always publishing to there. And don't forget, Fish Fest, May 1st. Going to have a lot of good stuff going on, pro anglers, seminars, all those kinds of things. Tune in, check in at the loft for what you need, and make sure to stay tuned for Fish Fest information. Thanks for spending some time with us today on our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report.